Place your heads back, face. Alrighty, racers, heads back, face forwards.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now in today's video I'm going to be talking about something that has been sparked not only by a recent video by the absolute Lord Jack Silkstone.
If you can't do 10k for a suite, then I don't want to hear no chat about numbers. You man are my youngers.
But also a topic of debate in a Thought Park group chat on Instagram that I'm in, known as Thought Park Fans. And the topic is, if you haven't already guessed by the title, the thumbnail, or the clues that I just gave about Jack Silkstone, it is what would be like our dream Fright Night or Halloween event maze. And it really did get me thinking. One of the things or ideas that was brainstormed, sparked by the idea of what could we put in the Vulcan Peak Jungle Escape I'm a Celebrity building for an upcoming Fright Night. And one of the ideas that I sort of had and I shared with the group and we all sort of thought it would be really good to have was another hooded maze, but done well, not like Vulcan Peak.
I'm going to go straight in there and say it, and I did put it in our social media post from the day. Vulcan Peak, new for this year, is officially the worst scare maze we've ever experienced at theme park worldwide.
Done, like, I obviously can't speak from experience of the passing, but many people have said that it was absolutely brilliant. So done in a way of the passing, so that it's intense, it's good, it's scary, but also it's very fun. I was discussing in the group chat, what could this maze be so outstanding, so intense, so scary, and the easiest way to do that is to take people off their guard. So let's get straight into the maze. So you'd start off outside, and you'd be getting this ghost tour of this old village, and you'd be going through the maze, doing all this sort of stuff. You'd be walking about, you'd be getting jump scares, not too scary, not intense actors, just jump scares at this moment. And, you know, everyone would laugh it off. It's just a ghost tour, it's just set up. Until, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes into the experience when you get your head bagged. This is going to be one of the hooded sections of the mazes. And this is where it starts to turn very, very intense and into a very, very scary, not for the faint-hearted maze. So you get your head bagged, you can't see anything, but you get dragged backwards, and then you get put into this hooded maze. It's an indoor section now. You know, people are touching you. A well-done hooded maze. Actors touching you, stuff touching your legs, like feather things touching you. It would work well. Work very well. Maybe a cold room, maybe a very hot room, maybe loads of leaves scraping past you, maybe all that sort of stuff. And then you go into the room, and this could be a room in the I'm a Celebrity building or the Jungle Escape building that we had, where you have the core, like the reactor that you put all the stones in, the element stones from Jungle Escape. You get your head debagged, and it's somebody who's had this happen to them before. They were on this ghost tour, and the locals took them. The locals from this town took them. They haven't been able to get out, but they debag you, they demask you, and they explain to you, you need to get out as quick as you can. Go through that maze, and while they're doing that, somebody comes from the back with a big knife or something, an actor, and you get chased through this strobe section with like chain link fences, actors coming out at you. Very, very intense. A lot of touching, you know, not brutal, but very intense. A nice intense section of the maze, and then somebody comes in from in front of you, bags you again, and when that happens, this is another scene of the maze that's going to be so intense. Obviously there is going to be spoilers in this video for some mazes. I'm not sure if it's the same for this year, but similar to Living Nightmare, where you're on your knees and you've got Negan with his baseball bat pointing it at you. Similar to that. So you're in your group of, I don't know, maybe 5 to 8 people. You all get your hands tied behind your back. I don't know if that's possible, but yeah, something like that, just to really ramp up the fear levels. So you all have your hands tied behind your back. You're all hooded at this point, on your knees in like a barn or something, and you've got like slots where you've got light coming in, but it's like dappled light, and if it is nighttime, but then you're not going to have light coming in, your bag is going to get taken off your head, right? And you're not going to know what's going on. You can hear like people walking behind you. No one's in front of you yet. You just hear heavy footsteps behind you. There's some fire effects going on. It's getting very, very hot, and then bang out of nowhere through a door, right? Not like a one of them little plastic sheet things that are used in every single horror maze in Fright Nights. No, an actual door. Hopefully, it would be really cool if it was one like in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where he like slams it shut, but in this case he like, flings it open, and a man with a big chainsaw comes out. But you have been having a build up to it, because I personally like mazes where there's a build up to a chainsaw. So again, spoiler warning, when I did Do or Die in 2018 on my run through it, I had a big build up to the chainsaw because it was near the end. So I had this like it was like that was my first ever Fright Nights maze, and I was terrified. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. But also throughout the maze we had this constant like hum from a chainsaw, and we knew it was coming, and we got so scared when we went around the corner, and like we'd been having this build up for like 3 to 5 minutes of just just humming of this chainsaw, and we saw it. I like a build up. So basically, while you're still bad, you can hear this coming at you, and it's gonna be scary. You're gonna be getting, maybe like touched from the back, maybe grabbed a little bit, like actors in your face, like stand still, that sort of stuff, or sit still. And then the guy with the chainsaw is gonna fling open this door. There's gonna be a massive sound, some smoke, maybe, I don't know, and he's gonna come out. He's got his apron on, covered in blood. Maybe a mask, maybe not, maybe just a lot of like makeup that makes him look absolutely terrifying, and he's just got this big chainsaw, and he's revving it, and you think, what's going to happen, what is going to happen? And he just goes one by one, and it's like right in your face, like literally like that. And like that, I would be terrified at this point. And then maybe you get your hands untied from your back, and then like go down on all fours, and then someone comes in, does something to the guy with the chainsaw, and it's like, go. Probably the same person used an actor corridor to get there from like the room before where they took off your mask. They're like, go. You've got this strobe section, or maybe we've already had a strobe section, but yeah, some sort of section where there's just this guy with a chainsaw and he's just like running behind your group. It's really good. Basically, a chainsaw scare run out ending. I think I would absolutely love a maze like that. A nice, long, intense, scary experience. There's not only jump scares, but also just messes with you when you're in it. But yeah, that is a horror maze that I would absolutely love to see at Fright Nights or wherever. Wherever you can execute it, do it, and I will come, because I would love that.
Join in at 3. 1, 2, 3, let's go!
Black Mamba, Black Mamba, Black Mamba,
Black Mamba,
Black Mamba,
Black Mamba,
Black Mamba.